Dr. Holly Atkinson is the Chief Medical Director of Healthy Nation, a producer of medical videos for the web. Dr. Atkinson, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
You know, a lot of us don't know when we have the regular flu. What should people be looking for? Would the symptoms be similar to what we normally see in the wintertime?
The symptoms of this flu seem to be similar to regular flu, and that is you can have fever, lethargy, you can cough, you can lose your appetite. Some people get really, deep aches and pains. And some people can actually have GI symptoms, so they can have nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea.
Every fall we do the story about getting the flu shot. We know that doesn't protect from all strains. Might it offer some protection to this particular strain?
That's an excellent question. The CDC officials are working on that right now. We don't have the answer.
What is the treatment for swine flu? Do the antivirals that we see with the traditional flu, are they effective?
Another good question. We have 4 antiviral drugs, and the good news is it appears that 2 of the drugs are working with this flu. Now, usually the way you treat flu is you do supportive measures. So all of us have mostly had the flu at some time in our life. You stay home, you drink plenty of fluids, you treat the symptoms. But for those people who are frail or they have chronic diseases and they're ill from something else, you really want to get more aggressive, and so you would consider using some antivirals.
And swine flu does come from pigs, correct?
Yes, and this particular virus is very interesting because it looks like it has genes from 2 different pig viruses. One from avian flu and one from human flu. And what happens is all these genes mix together and you get a new virus, and that's what we've got.
And in this case, it can be passed from human to human. So what would be the preventative measures one could do if one's going to be out in public?
Very important. I know this doesn't sound sexy, but one of the most important things you can do is wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. The way that flu travels between people is either through droplets in the air that we cough and sneeze, or if someone touches a surface or, for example, drinks out of a cup. Cell phones you have to be careful of, passing them back and forth. Objects can get the flu virus on it. So if you touch an object that is contaminated and then touch your nose and your eyes, that's how you infect yourself.
Just good hygiene in this case, and being preventative. But we often think of flu as being a winter type thing. It's going to be 80 here in New York City today. It's warm across most of the country.
That's what's so unique about this virus. It's very late in the season for an outbreak like this, and here we are. It's supposed to be 88 degrees in New York tomorrow, so it is very late in the season, which makes it a little novel.
I have to ask this next question. I think I know the answer, but people hear swine flu. Is this anything you could get from eating pork products?
And I'm glad you asked that question. It's very important. No, you don't get this from eating. As I said, you inhale this. It's a respiratory virus, so it has nothing to do with the food we eat.
This is a